Hi everyone, Athena Ali here, the Get Noticed coach, career strategist and government job application specialist. Welcome today to this week's live Q&A on career planning doesn't have to be boring. Now, yep, we're live on Facebook in the group, which is great. If you're in the group at the moment and you're watching, please say hi. And if you've got any questions while I'm talking, feel free to ask them. If I'm able to answer your questions during the live, I will. If you leave a comment down below and I haven't seen your question, I will come back in later and answer your question then. So the reason I decided to do this live is because I find that a lot of people don't think career planning is important. When you're trying to achieve particularly a higher level role in government, it's so important to plan intentionally what you actually want. And the more you do this and the better that you are at this, the sooner you can actually get that goal, which is to actually land the role that you're looking for. Now, it doesn't have to be boring. Career planning really should excite you. And if it doesn't excite you and if it's not interesting, then maybe the goal that you're trying to get to isn't what you should be going for. Career planning is about the possibility of getting to that destination that you really want to get to. And if you're struggling to find a way to land a particular role or land in a particular department, or whether you want to go from, local government to state government to federal government, maybe it's time to really think about what you actually want and plan it, because that end result should excite you. It should make you happy. And if it doesn't, then maybe your goals are not the right goals and you need to work that out first. Now, in talking about career planning, the most successful people actually do plan their careers to an extent. Now, when we plan our career, it doesn't mean we make a plan, that's it, that's the only path that we can go down. Our plans can change. And one of the other mistakes I see is that when our plans do change, we don't change the plan, we don't change the goals, we don't change how we're going to get there. And what happens is that it ends up taking us a lot longer, or we have a lot of difficulty getting to where we need to go. So, as I said, the most successful people actually do plan their careers, or their businesses or their lives. And in doing that planning, we're actually more focused and we have more time to do the things that we want to be doing instead of the things we don't want to be doing. And it's really all about taking action. So it's not just setting the goals. We actually have to do something about them. We have to set timelines and actions that will get us there, okay? And you can only really get there fast if you decide you want to do it, and you decide that you are going to take one small action every day, or it might be a big action depending on the time you have, taking an action each day to get you where you need to be, okay? Career planning is actually not boring for really ambitious people. It's actually something they're really focused on, and they thrive on the adrenaline of trying to get to where they really want to go. And when you do know what you want, using a career plan will help you get there. Now, not everybody career plans. We don't plan every aspect of our career, and that's okay. But if you want more money, you want a different job, you want to be somewhere else, and you want to make an impact, particularly in the public service, sooner rather than later, then you need to work out how you're going to get there. So how are you going to get there? Okay. Career planning is usually only boring if it's not working for you. Okay. Now, what I usually do with my clients is we need to work out first, what is it that you're interested in? What is it that is going to excite you to create a career plan around? So it's not just about creating that plan. You actually need to know where you want to go in the first place. So if you're not sure about where you want to go in the first place, that's the first thing you need to do. Because once you know what you want to do and where you want to go, then you can be excited about working out how to get there. Okay. And it's like an organizational plan, really. You need to treat your career sometimes like a business plan. So you need to know what your overall vision is. You need to break that down into, goals. It might be your goal. You might want to land a role within the next 6 months in the Department of Justice as a director. That might be it. Okay, now that's a pretty big goal, and there'll be a lot of different steps to get there. It may be you need to look at your resume. Maybe you need to work out what your skills and experience are. It may be that you need to actually drill right down to which department in that Department of Justice you would like to work for, because there are so many departments. So it might be that you need to do more research around actually what it is that you want and where you want to go. What other alternatives will also suit you, and will they get you to the path that you want to go to? You need to then break down those goals until you actually, will do things like rewrite your resume. When are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? Or when you are doing your job search, when are you going to do your job search? Where are you going to look for jobs? In terms of your networking strategy, are you going to be on LinkedIn? Are you going to use LinkedIn as a tool? If you are, what exactly are you going to do on LinkedIn, and when are you going to do that in order to get to your goal? Okay. And each one of these things is going to get you closer to your goal, because it's going to improve the situation you're in. Doing nothing or not planning out what you're going to do will keep you in a procrastination mode, and you will just keep applying for jobs randomly that will not necessarily help you. Okay. So when you actually start ticking off the items on your to-do list for your career plan, you actually get motivated and you get excited that you're actually one step closer to where you want to be. Okay. And you will be closer to where you want to be. It is possible to land that role if you want that role, but you have to plan it and you have to take small actions to do it, because most people don't do this. And this is why most people never land that role. But those who actually plan, you've got to think about, how did that person get that role? How come they got that role? And I can tell you, they would have had some sort of plan, or would have had some sort of idea of how they were going to get there and how they were going to get in there. And you're not going to do that by doing nothing or not doing the right things. Okay. So career planning is really designed to get to your destination intentionally and in a faster way. Okay. And as I said, when you start ticking stuff off that list, it will energize you. It will excite you, because you're going to get to that role that you really, really want. You feel a sense of achievement, and because you finished something and you're not burdened by yet another thing that you have to do that you haven't done, you feel better that you've actually done it. Okay, so start thinking about planning your career as an exciting tool. And if it's not exciting, you need to figure out what that end goal is that will excite you, because if it's not exciting you, you need to do something about that and work that out first. So start thinking about planning as an exciting tool that will actually keep you stress-free, excited, and motivated. And it will keep you stress-free because you will be targeting your actions specifically to something rather than wondering what to do next. Okay. And depending on how time you have to devote to it will depend on how fast you will actually get to your end result. Okay. So, in ending, I can't see any questions at the moment, but if you do have any around career planning, you're not sure what to do, or you want to work out exactly what your end goal is, because you really don't know what that is, then get in touch with me. You can book a chat with me. You can pop a comment below and I can get back to you. And I will add a link to my my 6 steps to get unstuck and land a public service career. And perhaps you can use that as your guide to set goals on how you're going to move your career forward. And as I said, if you get stuck, you're most welcome to come and ask me. I'd be more than happy to have a chat with you and set you on your specific path. I hope you're having a great day. Those who are in lockdown, I hope you're feeling okay. And if you have any questions and you want to reach out, feel free to use this forum to have a chat or ask any questions about public service careers. And I'll see you next week. I'll let you know what the topic is in another post tomorrow about what that topic will be. But if you have a suggestion about what topic you would like me to speak about next, feel free to drop that in the comments below as well. In the meantime, have a lovely day, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.